take in, I give out, I let love, I let go, I release, and I know I forgive, I receive, I can feel, I believe, I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. To push, no need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know.
Welcome to the Brahma Kumaris, where a new world is opened up for you. From humble beginnings in India in 1936 to a global organization with over 8,000 centers in 110 countries and 1 million students worldwide. Through their tireless commitment, passionate heart, and determined spirit, the Brahma Kumaris arrived in America in 1974 and have since grown to 35 main centers throughout America. There are also 2 residential retreat centers, Peace Village, located in upstate New York, and Anubhuti, located in Novato, California.
I want to just share a little bit about how the centers of Raj Yoga meditation began in United States. Actually, I was in Caribbean islands and I got invitation from New York that we want to start something about meditation. And it was in 1978 I came here and we rented a very small apartment in Astoria. And from there I found that a lot of people have interest. I realized that there is so much need, and from there onwards then centers started in many other states.
Our centers are safe spaces where you can explore the power of your inner world.
The classes are conducted in many homes, many cities all over across the United States. A lot of people, they learn meditation, they use it, that meditation, at their workplace, in their family, and also I find that children, young adults, because they are so much into like what really is the life about.
The Brahma Kumaris are dedicated to personal and global transformation through the study and spiritual practice of Raj Yoga meditation. And at the heart of our teaching is the belief that the pathway to peace and happiness is to remember our original nature as spiritual beings connected to the One Source. In 1981, the organization received recognition as an international non-governmental organization affiliated with the United Nations and accredited with general consultative status with the Economic and Social Council. From organizing large-scale global initiatives to local community programs, the Brahma Kumaris has a tradition of service in every field that fosters spiritual growth among individuals from all backgrounds, cultures, and walks of life.
I hold on to this vision, the world of love, world of peace and harmony, world which is free from conflict and sorrow, where we can live as brothers, one family, children of common parents, one supreme divine power.
This is your invitation to awaken and join us in creating a world of love, peace, and kindness. Om Shanti.
our soul's deep mystery. There's nothing more to do than call on you. Love and gratitude. Love and gratitude.
So we only use 10% of
Love and gratitude, golden flower in blue. Bring us peace tonight. Flow from me to you. Words of purest light, crystals in your gaze. To remind.
Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. Can I tell you, when I was looking at those memories, I almost started to tear up. Santosh and I were just saying, do we really miss the Meditation Museum? And I go, well, I miss all of you. I miss the people. I miss the human, the connections. Like I miss the loving connection. But especially the kids and all of our friends that would pass through on a regular basis. But, let's see. All is good on the Ponderosa. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Did you all enjoy the session with Louis yesterday? Wasn't he fantastic? And actually, he didn't tell me that he adopted a young lady called Sharon and has helped and raised her. I mean, here he actually took someone out of the foster program, adopted them and made him into something. And he didn't even mention that in our interview yesterday. But please look out for Foster Boy and see what we can do to help to create more awareness with the foster care system in the United States. I hadn't known that it was ran by such corporations in which it really failed to recognize the needs of the children and the people that they were putting those children in harm's way. And so that was a big eye-opener. So you can only imagine what I'm going to be talking about in the future. But tonight's discussion, I was told, was something about the Eternal Godhead. I was like, where did that one come from? Now, what am I supposed to do with that one? I just kept thinking to myself, okay, where do I start? What's the sharing? So here we go. One of the things I thought before I go into this was as we as a community, as we evolved from Spiritual Vaccine, which was the show that gave birth to the next normal, and maybe just the times that we're in, I don't want to lose our spiritual fragrance, that intimacy that we've created. So I want you to know that even though the set is different and we are getting more guests from the outside and friends from different parts around the world, we're We're going to have Carolyn Mace soon, who's just released a new book. We were just talking today. We're going to be having Michael Beckwith coming on. We're going to be talking with him as well. We're going to be having Dr. Habib Segedi, who does a cleanse and a nature cure and has a beautiful facility in California. So these next norm, all of these are actually preparing us for the future. That's why the next normal is a show that is evolved, not only us, but it's showing where we will be evolving into the future. I need to have some water. It's been a long day. It's not vodka. Back in the days. So anyway, Santosh, can you just take this for me? Yeah, I had a really good day today. I've been focusing so much on this whole notion that I was telling you about, to let go of your past. And if your past is your past, then it shouldn't be robbing you from your present moment. And how much are we using this resource of the mind to really, really bring forth the right thoughts, to bring our mind, money, relationship, and health into perspective, that everything works well. So when we think about what an eternal Godhead is, there were two things that came to mind. It'll be when I have sorted myself out that there is a Godhead, a little g. There's an eternal Godhead sitting in me, which means there is an abundance of love and qualities, and that abundance in the personality somehow gives me the power to slay whatever dragons come in my way. That abundance, because I'm sitting with that eternal Godhead in my heart, it allows me to deal with any obstacles that come in front of me with grace and dignity and courage and perseverance and commitment. When that little G, OD, is sitting in my heart, I have the capacity to forgive and let things go. And when it's not, when that energy isn't in my personality, I'm definitely not living with my power of eternity, and I might not be having my qualities and powers that I really need to overcome my situations and circumstances. In my teachings of Raj Yoga meditation that I've had the fortune of practicing for almost 30 years now, I've come to learn these few things. I am a soul. It is the soul right now inside of this body that is actually speaking to you. If I was no longer alive, I wouldn't be sitting here speaking to you. There would just be my body, but the spirit would be gone. It would have moved on. So right now at this particular moment, it is actually the soul inside of the body that somehow has manifested and created the name called Jenna, has manifested the gender of a woman, has manifested the color of her skin, the quality of her hair, the size of her body, the choice of clothing that she wears, the jewelry that she wears, the eyebrows, the lips, the nose. It is the energy of the soul as a vibrational frequency. Like Michelangelo, when he looks at a slab, a marble stone, he doesn't see a stone, he sees a perfect art piece. So in a very unique way, the soul has created this perfect art piece called you, called me. We're given a name, a gender, a role, a religion, a title, country, language. And that's coming from the soul. I've shared this with you before. When the soul gets so attached to those labels, though, where it pulls its worthiness or its power from it, and it reaches a particular stage in life, I can't get anything from it anymore. It's like a squeezed out orange. Once the pulp's just dry and there's nothing in it, you just can't get anything from it. And it almost feels like, how much can you try to pull from a human being to give you your joy? How much can you pull from food to give you emotional satisfaction? You know, like how much can we pull from the external world to give you happiness? I remember some friends of mine had gone to Remember Phuket in Thailand? So Phuket in Thailand, a few years ago, there was that massive tsunami. So in Phuket, they went on a vacation, and it was like 8 of them together in Thailand at the time. And somehow he was running late to join them for lunch on the beach. You get me? And at that time, as he was coming down to join them on the beach, the tsunami hit in Phuket, and all of his friends died. And he was rescued because he, of course, saw something was brewing and there was no way he was going to run in that direction. And he went back into the hotel and ran upstairs to his room and witnessed it from his hotel balcony. It's fascinating. What was in his soul that somehow made him late for that lunch? And yet his friends were sitting there, everyone happy, having a great time. What was the energy in the soul? These are mysteries. And on one level we can say, well, where's God? Where was God? Why didn't God protect them and didn't protect him? You know what I mean? So there's no need for us to blame anything with God when it comes on to the suffering or the illness or the loss of people's lives. I think it's important that when we reconnect to God or to the source, what we're actually reconnecting to is the power that we need to pull us out of situations that haven't been the best for us. So for me, when I look at the Eternal Godhead, I look at a particular capacity of power and strength that the human soul has the capacity to contain in the self. And that's what the next normal is. The next normal is all about you and me fueling up, getting so filled with such a frequency, such an experience, such a vibration of fullness that there's nothing in the soul that's missing. You don't feel inadequate anymore. You're not blaming the world for your sorrows, and you're not blaming anyone for your sorrows. You are simply allowing the soul to pull from its own power to deal with whatever games are going on outside of you. Very, very important. And I believe the next normal is asking each and every one of us, whether you're religious or not. I don't consider myself a religious person. I love religions. You will see me sitting with my friends who are reading the Quran, reading the Bible, whatever it is, the Gita. I love listening to the Gita. I remembered once my very dear friend. Boy, let's send her some vibrations now, everyone. Princess Basma, who has been taken against her wish in a jail in Saudi. Let us pause for a moment and send your good wishes to her. Santosh, could you find a picture of Princess Basma, if it's possible? So Princess Basma and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm remembering her as we're talking about God, because in the mornings, for my morning meditation, I'll emerge her beautiful presence and face and just send that vibration to her wherever she is. So she's basically been missing for almost 3 years, and she's been placed in a jail in Saudi. Very religious woman. And I remember when we were together in California, we would sit in the living room and I would have my spiritual text, which is the Murli, and she had the Quran. And I would read her points from my Murli papers, and she would read me phrases from the Quran. And that was a moment that I hope you can visualize to see. It doesn't matter what your religious beliefs are when there's God sitting in the heart. You know, to me, when you have relationships of that quality and that nature, the Eternal Godhead is with you. I mean, we used to do this, and Santosh will put up her picture shortly. And I'm going to take a minute to pause, and I'll send this to her daughter, because we've been just wanting her to come home. You know, I was told she's not well. You want to put it on picture? Okay, so we're going to put up her picture now, and I'd like us all to just send all of our blessings to her and wish her well. Wherever you are, I wish you health and safety to be released and to come home. So with all of us on air, remembering God in the way that we know how, let us send our sweet sister, Princess Basma bin Abdul Aziz Al Saud, our blessings, so that she's released and can go home to her family and live normally. Come home soon, my sweet sister. I just don't know why the story's the way that it is. There's something about a delusional form of control that some of us have experienced. We feel that we know better. We have more information. We need to keep things in order. And if anyone shows up with a different idea or a different notion, and it threatens the order, for some reason, people can do the most awfulest of things to people. It could even be a relative. But when you have the Eternal Godhead in your heart, it's not about control, it's about sharing. It's about communicating, it's about pulling from each other's strengths and abilities and qualities. It's about knowing that if I can see you grow, we will be together in it. I'm not going to be left behind. And so people who carry the energy of the Godhead, you know, that eternal light in their heart, that fragrance, they will never push someone down to stay on top. And I think about the consequence of karma for those souls, because you, me, all of us, we are living out our karmas, which means the consequence of the choices we make with whatever actions we perform those choices in. And if we made a decision with the motive that it's all about me, the I, the me, and the mine, at some point that won't serve me somewhere along the journey of the soul. What if I were to tell you the same soul that's looking at me right now is the same soul that's carrying the experiences that you've had at 2 years old, 10 years old? Now let's go deeper. 3 lifetimes ago, 10 lifetimes ago, the same soul carrying the feelings. 20 lifetimes ago, you know, we did the past life program the other day, which we will redo another one. And we were talking about how my mother, Sister Gita, went back to 43 births that she, as a soul, had taken. And as a family, we were saying to each other that we understand why her soul is so colorful. And we can't blame the soul for anything that the soul does, because when you carry the same soul, imagine wearing the same t-shirt for 100 years without washing it. And maybe once in a while, what do you call it? You put baby powder in it or something to freshen it up. You still can sense this ain't fresh like it used to be, you know? I don't know how I came up with that example, but somehow I remembered when I was in Turks and Caicos, and all I needed was baby powder to stay cool. It was so hot. I was so sticky. It was awful. Anyway, that's another session. But just imagine when the soul is carrying that energy, that it feels like, I need to be clean. How do I clean up? It's through your connection, through the soul having a love link with Source. When you have a connection to God, it's like you pause. When there's a connection to Source, light comes in. When there's a connection to Source, doubt, negativity, algae, ego, greed, anger, attachment, that leaks out. When you're connected to Source, the fear melts into love. When you're connected to Source, the anger becomes peace. When you're connected to Source, the lust becomes purity. When you're connected to Source, the ego becomes self-respect. Let us watch a video on maybe trying to give us some understanding about this energy that we all somehow believe we will need in the next normal.
We have been calling the divine by many names: God, Jehovah, Allah, Shiva, Shantai. We have built churches, gurudwaras, temples, and mosques to God, and carved statues to represent the divine. We have even waged wars in the name of God. We performed so many sacrifices. We thought God is to be found in nature or in the sky. Then we thought that God is everywhere. Whenever we suffer, we call out to God for relief. But when we are happy again, we forget. We worshipped God as a human form, but at the same time, we don't know him. Prophets and teachers tried to point the way to the divine, but yet no one has reached. In fact, God is our Father and our Mother. God is ours in all relationships. God can never be born like us, nor can the divine ever die. But God is the eternal light, the tiniest, most subtle point of invisible light. God is invisible to our material eyes, and we too are subtle beings like points of light. God dwells forever in the world of stillness and peace. We were once there too, in that golden silence. Then we came to the earth. We were born into our bodies and began to live our own stories. With the passage of time, we forgot our home and we forgot God. Now, God has returned to tell us who we are and to show us the secrets of time. God has come again to fill us with all the love, power, and peace that we had lost for so long. Remember, remember, remember.
I love that little video because it just makes you think you know, so many various religions and traditions, and this energy has such power. And I believe that if we can pull that energy more in, we will begin to see the magnificence of our lives. Yesterday, the family and I had an incredible day together. We happened to have actually, myself and Sister Lakshmi, we woke up and I was like, Lakshmi, could we just have fruits and juices and journal and just sit in Baba's room and meditate and just really work on all of these past lives, these memories, these karmas that are still sitting in the soul somewhere and taking up room. It's like she was sorting out the cupboard and she came across all these things and she goes, what, 2005? This will kill somebody if they were to drink it. It's like all these memories and things are sitting in the soul and we're not even using them, but they're taking up space and they're taking up weight. So we're not able to really live out the soul's full capacity and opportunity that it could actually have. There's something inside of us. And this is a heartfelt plea because we've been working on that a lot here. I'm asking you, ask your own soul, what's holding you back? Ask the self, what memory is holding you back? What thoughts are connecting you to some sense of loss or grief or trauma in a previous birth that you're still bringing it at present? And this morning in the kitchen we were saying that, you know, if my past is pulling me so much, does that mean I don't value you? That if so much of my energy is still governed by my past experience, then does it mean that I'm not giving you my all? Does it mean that you're not that important? Because the way I'm treating you, if I don't trust you, that's coming from some experience I'm holding in the soul from the past of something happening to me where you did something to me, and I don't trust people that easily. So I come into my marriage, I come into my friendship, I come into a business deal, and I come in with the energy, I'm not going to trust them, so let me just give them 50% of me. How many of you have entered into a relationship with someone not bringing your all? Give it some thought. And it's just a part of you because you don't even know who owns the other part of you because it's something from the past. How many of you? Deep stuff. Because when that little eternal Godhead is sitting in your heart, there's no room for the past. There's only capacity, potential, freedom, power, creativity, light, amazement. Just everything is great. Let's take a little bit to go into some meditation together. And if you have any questions that you want to share, feel free to send them out to me now. And then when we get out of the meditation, I'd be happy to address them. But, you know, think about it. How much of you is present? How much of you is being shared with the people in your life? Even just for you. How much of you are you giving back to you? Or is something still holding you back? Let's have this meditation time together. A good 10 minutes. So just seep into it and settle down.
I relax my body and settle into physical stillness. I notice that my breathing is slow and steady. I feel good that I have made this time for my meditation. I am creating a state of inner peace. I notice that my thinking has slowed down and come more sharply into my focus. I'm more aware of the wanderings of my mind. I keep refocusing my mind on my meditation. In this way, I prepare to meet with God. In a world that has moved its attention away from spirituality, my experience of God has faded. My experience of God has been colored by questions, doubts, confusions, fear, indifference. I want to strengthen my connection with you, renew my relationship with you, so that I can experience your love and draw your power into me. I remind myself that you and I are both souls, not bodies. In this way, we are the same, you and I. Beings of energy, subtle, spiritual entities. I play out my part through my body, and you never take a body of your own. You never live a human existence. I want to make myself ready for you, receptive to who you are and what you will share with me. To do that, I'm willing to let go of some old attitudes and beliefs. I know you are pure. So I put aside my cynicism and allow my own pure heart to come out of hiding. I know that you are the truth, so it will be pointless to try concealing my dark secrets from you, and I prepare to meet you with an honest heart. I know you are the most powerful being in the universe, so I forget my self-importance, grateful for your company. I know that you are love itself, nothing but love. So why should I fear you? I know your love is unconditional, and that I don't need to win your love. So I'm not going to make any promises just to try and prove to you how worthy I am. I know that you are complete in yourself and need nothing from me. So I am able to trust you. I know that you are benevolent and unlimited, and that you willingly give me what I need. I know you love every soul, so my habit of feeling not good enough is a waste of my energy. I rest in the surety that I am worthy of your love and attention. I know that you communicate in many ways, and that my perception of you may come to me in pictures or symbols, words, sounds, or subtle feelings. It may feel like it's just my imagination, or my desire to be with you, not the real thing. That's okay. According to who I am, I will perceive your presence. I invite you to join me. In the stillness, and with open hearts, we are together. You know me better than I know myself. You know my deepest needs. With gratitude, I open myself to your wisdom and guidance. I think of all the things you may give me. Clarity, courage, power, comfort, peace, wisdom. I look. I listen. I sense your presence. And I receive all that you wish to give me.
Beautiful, powerful, timely. You've just planted your eternal Godhead inside of your consciousness, into your heart. Your energy is in you now. It's amplified. It's turned up. It's you. It's who you are. All of those qualities are you. And whenever we don't use them, we can feel it. This is not me. This is just not me. And so think about it, when you really peel away all those layers of karmas and stories and narratives from your past, how when you peel away those interpretations, what's going to come out? What's going to be the replacement? Freedom. I mean, how free are we? Especially in the United States of America right now. How free are we? Right? So let's get some questions going. Ready? Let's hear what you're saying. I mean, how free am I? How free am I? Right? So, Bryn. Hi, Bryn. Om Shanti. Glad you enjoyed the program. Is there a way to know if we're doing what Baba has called us to do? Yes. It comes in a quiet voice, and it's usually not what you had intended. It's as if Baba's trying to put you on a completely separate track, and everything in you is like, no, 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 that's not where I'm going. That's not what this is about, you know? And then you have to come back, and you just have to say, Baba, use me. That's all I ask you to do, Bryn. The first thing in the morning when you get up and you open your eyes, you say, Baba, use me. I'm your instrument. And you'll find out what it is that he needs you to do. Just be very sensitive throughout the day to be able to have compassionate listening. You will hear them in the form of a thought. That thought will start to feed a skill, a quality, a talent that is in you that maybe you're just not utilizing enough. Okay, I hope that was great. All right, glad that you all enjoyed the meditation. So did I. It's one of my favorite. Thank you, Yesvi, for praying for our sister, Princess Basma. Really, really love that soul. And thank you, Praveen, for sending your blessings to Princess Basma. It's very beautiful. Happy.
Happy. It's okay, it's okay.
Happy just shocked me. There she goes. There she goes. So you know Happy, right? Has everyone seen Happy? Come, let me show you her new haircut. Come. Come, because now that she's barked, everyone's going to want to see her, right? Come on. Ah, here she goes. Little old Happy. So say hi to everybody. Say hi. She had a really good day today. Is Reverend Ivy here? Oh, beautiful. You guys are getting a special bonus tonight. So Happy. Come on, come on, come on. So one of the beautiful things is, you know, our friends will come by and pass by, and Happy's excited whenever she sees anyone. So I'm going to bring her down, and she's going to go and say hi to Reverend Dr. Ivy. Could we put her chair up here? Wait 1 second. One sec. No, 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 no. We got to put your chair up.
Okay.
You guys are getting a big bonus. Don't worry, Santos. Just put it up. Okay, we're going to get her mic'd up. Yay! You guys are going to get a really great special surprise. This is so awesome. This is so awesome. You know what we're talking about, Ivy? We're talking about the Eternal Godhead. We're talking about Baba tonight. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about the importance of love and the importance of God's energy in our life. Can you all hear her already?
This is probably why I was on such a mission.
You were on a mission. So listen, everybody. So Ivy's calling me. I'm coming, I'm coming. So I'm telling her I'm on air. I can't address anything when you come. She goes, it's okay. I'm on a mission today, right?
I'm on a mission. I'll just put it. I guess. All right.
Anyway, Look who we have in studio today. Say hi to everybody. So I don't know if you all know the amazing Dr. Reverend Ivy Hilton. How many of you have heard her perform at the Meditation Museum? Give me your thumbs up on the stuff here so we can see. Because so many times we've had her there, and it has been so beautiful to have your spirit, your light, your love, your wonder. And she has a program in the evening, which is her sound spa, which she does on Facebook. What's the Facebook address?
Dr. Ivy's Sound Spa.
And so Ivy and I go way back. We got to know each other as a result of the America Meditating Radio. And we heard her voice and what she's been doing in the community. And ever since we had that interview together, we have been friends deeply. And whenever Dr. Ivy Hilton, the Rev, walks into a room, you automatically feel the king has arrived. And the reason why I always say that to her, it's because there is a depth, a power, a regalness, an authority, a leadership that her soul carries. And that's because she has such love for God, and she's also so close to the Father. So welcome to your next normal.
Well, thank you. And you know, next normal is a good thing. As we hashtag activate the shift.
Yeah.
We're activating the shift, and that's why I was determined to get here. So something I want.
What do you got?
Well, you know, this is all about being in tune with God and listening and paying attention and responding. And I was getting myself ready to come out because we changed our idea about going to West Virginia.
Okay.
And I said, okay, well then, but I got to bring Sister Jenna the things that I promised that I would bring. And as I was getting ready, a crystal popped out. There's a amethyst necklace that I've had for years.
Yeah.
And I was always going to make something with it, but I never did. But then Spirit said, okay, make this, get that, clean it up, soak it, get it ready for Sister Jenna. So that's what I did. And I wiped it off, and I looked at them. I have 6, and then one of them said, take me. So that's what I did.
Let me see it. Let me see
Wait
it.
a minute, the story, the whole story now. And so then once I cleaned it up, then the oils.
So what? Wait, I bet you once you cleaned it up, he said, "I want to keep this now."
I did.
Seconds,
I wanted to say it before I even cleaned it up, but I said, no, be obedient.
Yeah, there you
Follow
go.
the Spirit, follow your heart, be connected with the divine. And so I said, okay, well, this is the healing. This is for Sister Jenna for her meditation. And I cleaned it up, but then I said, oh, now I need to make a necklace. So all of these other crystals and baubles and beads started calling me. So I opened it up, and right in there, I had been looking for $300 that I had put it somewhere. I didn't know where it was. So when I picked up my bag with all of my
I love
crystals
stories
in
like
it,
that.
the $300 was
Fell out.
it
Oh
was
my
right
gosh.
there. I don't know. It was just one of those things, but it didn't stop there. So then I had to go and find this other bag that had all of these beautiful crystals in it. And then it said, you got to make a necklace for Sister Jenna before you go. I'm like, what? I only have like 50 minutes. So I said, okay, I'm going to make this. And so I told Baba Salim that I have to go because I must bring this to Sister Jenna no matter what. That's what I
Okay, can I get a drum roll, please? And please,
look at this. Ooh, I have
I'm so glad that,
makeup or
don't
anything.
worry, I'm so glad that you're all just participating in this moment, because this is what the next normal is about, that you never know what will happen next.
Well,
you
look
can
what
expect the unexpected.
I pulled the oils out that I brought back from India,
Uh-huh.
and it said,
I took
anoint me.
I wish I could find a picture or play the song. Reverend Ivy performed for like 10,000 Indians in a hall. And let me tell you, she sung
It was wonderful.
in Hindi.
It was wonderful.
It was dynamic.
Bula.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
It was
I swear to
really
you, if I can
exciting.
find that video on YouTube, it'll be great. Is it on your YouTube?
No.
It's on your website.
It's somewhere.
It's on your-
But
okay,
we'll
give me the
find it,
gift.
We'll find it. Now look.
Lord, I only got 2 minutes
then
left for the
I
show.
Said,
Give
this
me-
would be, Salim said, oh, that's too heavy for a necklace. I said, it's not a necklace. And then I said, but how would I connect everything? And so I found
So you
the
made
spiral.
this?
I just made this for you. And so now
Could you do a close-up, Santosh,
You have
to
garnet.
this? Okay, wait, let me see.
I'm going to give it to you.
Lord have mercy, dear Lord. I was so peaceful in my program tonight.
You have
So tell me, garnet?
amethyst.
Yes.
Where's
the garnet?
The garnet is right here.
Oh, okay. You got to help me. I don't know all
Then you
this
have
stuff.
crystal quartz.
Okay.
And then you have a cobalt blue crystal.
That's beautiful. You know, my birthstone, though, is aquamarine. So it's close.
So it's really close.
It's close.
And then underneath it, look who wanted to go.
An angel.
And I have lots of them, so I just pulled one out.
I
actually haven't looked at it.
It's so funny. I gave an angel to my surgeon today.
Wow.
And you gave me back an angel.
There you are. So this is for meditation.
Oh,
this is for healing.
You got that?
And for grounding. And it's been blessed with an Indian
Could you
oil.
give me already? Oh my God.
All right. Enjoy. That's for you.
Thank you.
Smell it.
Smell it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. She gave me something. You gave me something the other day with lavender. And there was like a little, was that a crystal?
Oh.
Was a little rock in it.
Yes, yes.
So everyone, I love Ivy. And Ivy has brought her bowls. By the way, she does this Christian healing bowl, which everyone's going to feel tonight, which is going to be powerful. And I'm kind of square, more on the conservative side.
Mm-hmm.
So Reverend Ivy reminds me a little bit of my mother. Like, I'm a free spirit.
Let's just
go. And I'm like, yeah, you can go, but do it like this.
Right.
It's just so great. And so she has her bowls, and the thing is, because she has knowledge of the bowls and what sound can do for you, which really has a very deep resonance with God.
Oh, yes.
When she plays her bowls, you actually feel a healing. Actually, it would be so great to hear it today. And I'm going to ask Lakshmi to open up that. So you stay,
okay.
and we'll put that on the table in the front if you want. Right. So whenever she plays her bowls, there is a healing that happens with you. And we're going to get a chance to experience that tonight because this is impromptu. Because in the next normal, there'll be a lot of impromptu moments popping up in your life. And the question will be is how do you handle it? Yeah. So before we go into you doing your bowls, could you tell us a little bit about sound therapy? Well, first let me tell you, our discussion today is about the Godhead. In other words, the energy. Look at this, everyone. Look at how amazing. Yes, it's perfect. Is everybody seeing that? Oh my gosh, Yeah. And where do I,
That's what you're supposed to do. See, it told you what to do, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, my surgeon says I'm healing magically.
Oh,
I want to give a big shout out to the best surgeon, Dr. Jenny Hong. She has been amazing today. When I went to see her, there was such I just felt so much like I knew her, such an intimacy with her. And all of us who are watching, give our love and light to Dr. Jenny Hong. She cut up your sister Jen in such a way that she's healed so beautifully. When you see it, I'll show it to you because she took off the stickers today.
Oh, wonderful! It is healing quickly.
Yeah, and I actually looked at it. I go, okay.
It's healing.
She says, "Oh, you're healing great." She says, "You've done great." Oh, Dr. Hong says, "Oh, you've done great. Look at how great you're healing." I looked at Dr. Hong and go, I didn't do anything. You're the one that did it.
You've got to do something.
I was telling her I've been so busy. It's all my friends who must be giving me all this healing vibration. So see,
there it is.
And I get more healing energy, and I can feel it.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful. Is everybody enjoying our little
so
next
happy.
normal and impromptu moment?
I'm so happy.
So tell us about sound and sound vibronics. And
so what I am years ago, and really and literally, it's going to be almost like 38 years since I started doing this. 38 years. And with the singing crystal bowls, and as a psychotherapist, I've always tried to find ways to alleviate discomfort and pain and emotional discomfort. And when I discovered the singing crystal bowl, I laid there for myself. And I felt the removal of a deep sense of sadness from my body. And I said, wow, there must be something to this. But now, rewind. And when I was a very young woman in my early 20s, I met Dr. Brother Awe. And Brother Awe is somebody who just recently passed. He's an ancestor now. But my aunt brought me a tape, and it was so healing. And I knew then that sound was communicating with me as a young woman, and even probably way before then. But then, ultimately, when I realized that the mind, the heart, the body, and the spirit respond to sound, I thought it was a soul language. So I started studying it to see, well, why is it communicating with me? And then when I started playing it for others, it was communicating
To
for
them.
others.
Well, you've done that at the Meditation Museum a lot. But the story about when you had your son and the sound that was coming through, could you say that?
So that sort of brought me into a space where when I wanted to have a natural birth. And I decided, I'm not going to get any medication. They're not going to do a thing with me. I'm going to breathe through this, and we're going to make this happen. And then all of a sudden, the real contraction and the pain really started. And I begged them for some kind of medicine. They said, no, it's too late. And so I began to sing or hum, and I would take deep breaths.
How did it sound? That's
and
when
I would
you
do that, and then it'd go deeper and deeper, and they kept saying, don't get so upset. And it was just so much pain, you just can't even imagine. But then when I started breathing and toning,
Brothers, did you hear that? You have to respect your mother,
I started
your women
breathing
folks.
and toning, and the next thing I knew, my cervix opened and my son flew out like a flither.
Wow.
And they had to turn around and catch him. So
Wow.
I knew then that it was some
Sound.
power in sound. So I just started studying it and realized that certain tones respond to certain parts of the body, and that led me to discovering about chakras, and then realizing that the chakras is the endocrine system, and then I had to go through a lot of personal healing challenges to learn the rest.
Wow, it's beautiful. And you might not be aware of this, but Reverend Ivy is also a descendant of
Marian Anderson.
Marianne Anderson, who is iconic and one of the best opera singers in America. And you can also learn more about her in the African American Museum, where she also has an installation there for her. So you brought with you 2 bowls. You want to tell us a little bit about them and how we're going to hear them? Ooh.
So each one of
Do you like that? Everybody give me some thumbs up. Don't go to bed yet. Are you loving it?
Ooh, I'm hoping that it'll go through really nice.
Go ahead.
So with these particular ones, we're looking at the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, or the third eye and the crown chakra. A and B.
Should we put this on the stage?
And so what you want to do is we're going to pick this one up.
Now, how are these bowls made? Are they crystal bowls, real crystal?
They're made out of alabaster crystal, and they can take more than 50,000 degrees of heat, and the same with cold, and so you have to be very, very careful with them.
Now you were saying that they're connected like the pituitary, like one is for the pituitary or something. So
Yes.
which one is that?
So this one,
Is everybody enjoying that?
that's the
You wanna maybe lift up
pituitary.
this
Now
one?
this is going to go in.
And what's that
into
one for?
This is for your crown chakra. The pituitary is this one. Is the,
Okay.
Now your pineal is here, which is going to be the third eye.
So then that actually helps to feel like it's opening up
It's
that.
opening up.
Okay, everyone, get ready to open up your third eye.
That's it.
There's a kind of surrender that you do with it,
Oh,
with the sound.
it
Did
is.
everybody love that?
Letting go. Letting go.
There's like a feeling of a surrender, and when I was doing it, it was like, you know, like just surrender to the sound.
And it just
Surrender.
communicates with frequencies, theta and alpha frequencies,
Mm-hmm.
that the brain responds to.
Yeah,
And so this is what we need to calm the central nervous system
yeah,
for healing.
beautiful. Does anyone watching have any questions for Dr. Ivy regarding her sound vibronics program that she offers? And I know that it's available for corporations, organizations, groups, conferences. Definitely she has it online on her Facebook. But Reverend Ivy, she's done so much with us that everyone has always been touched because she puts her whole heart and soul into it, which is amazing. All right, so everyone's saying this was amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful.
It's the power of thought or intentional thought forms, sound, light. And the three together equal manifest. It's like light is faster than sound and thought is faster than light.
Yes.
So when we put thought, light, and sound together, it creates instant manifest of consciousness.
Yes, yes.
So we're going to put a thought in our minds and send healing to the world. And it is done.
Especially to America.
Especially to America.
And so
and
it
for
is.
all of us.
So
But
it is.
we're getting ready for the new normal. We're ready to activate the shift.
What do you think is the next normal?
I think the next normal is completely living your soul destiny.
And what does that
with
look
no
like?
fear.
What does that look
It
like?
means if you're not happy, if you're focused and spending most of your time doing something that's depleting all of your energy, then it's probably time to let it go.
You just heard that thought to yourself, didn't you? I just
mean,
saw
it's
that.
coming. I'm answering your question.
Yeah, but
it's how it flowed. I just
I could
believe
just
that.
feel
I
that for you.
I feel
Yeah,
it too.
yeah.
I feel like it's just time to be true to yourself.
Yes.
And just like you say, who am I?
Yes.
Who am I really? And all of us know. It's just remembering and going back
Yeah,
and being willing.
yeah.
And I was feeling that when I was cleaning up and anointing your
Oh, I have
crystals
it right here.
for meditation. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I had it on my
go home and
chest.
make another one.
Right here by my heart,
Yeah.
my healing heart. So Deanna wants to know what time your online sound session is and what's the address?
Okay, well, you go to Facebook to Dr. Ivy's Sound Spa every Thursday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And when you...
And she has thousands of folks listening in, so
Yes.
they just love it.
And I am really enjoying it too. And you just... and it's also on demand on YouTube. So you go to Dr. Ivy's Sound Spa and subscribe and like it. We're getting used to this new world. This is a part of
This
the
is
new
her
normal.
next. This is her next normal.
This is the new normal.
They'll all call me and go, "How do I press that button? How do I even put a comment on YouTube?"
Oh, that's me. I don't know how to do it sometimes. You have to get in it. I mean, sometimes
You
it
and
works
Sylvia
sometimes it
crack
doesn't.
me up. Both of them will call me and like, "How do I send this?"
And
I
I-
learn from the kids.
Yeah.
and I just am a good listener. When you tell me something once, I get it,
Oh,
especially
well,
if
see,
it
that's
makes
my
sense.
challenge.
It's okay, I understand. But especially if it makes sense. Of course, if you're telling me something that is of no use, then I might not be able
Let it
to
go.
offer all the respect that is needed at that moment.
That is so sweet.
So I know your voice is powerful, and I know it's God's gift to you, and you don't have to. But I don't know if you want to hum us into a meditation
I
or...
just did it.
Okay, good. So we'll just leave it as that.
It's time to go.
So
Sister
I hope
Jenna.
everyone enjoyed our next normal, our surprise and wonderful visitor, the beautiful Dr. Ivy Hilton. Please go to her, Dr. Ivy Sound Spa on Facebook on Thursdays at 7 p.m. ET is available. And please tell me that you did enjoy our impromptu moment, starting with happy barking. See, this is what happens when you have the... She opened up the door.
She opened the door.
See, when you have that eternal God. Did you hear what I was saying to everyone today? When you're living in the space of God's vibrations and power, things manifest and open up.
Yeah.
Beautiful presence, beautiful... This is a beautiful being next to me.
Thank you.
And her service is beautiful to the world. And this is what will come into your life if you allow the energy of God's love to be your next normal more and more.
That's true.
Not just turning to the energy of God when you're in trouble, but to be with God when you are happy and when things are such for you. You know, just don't let go of that hand. It's will be our most important companion to continue on this journey. All right, so thank you to all of you, and thank you for coming in and gracing us with your sound. And I think we're going to close off with just having a moment of silence together.
Yeah.
So for a minute or so. Have a good night, everyone. Om Shanti.
We find our nation on a precipice, true tipping point. Is this the moment that will finally change our country?
It's not a broken system. It was built to function exactly as it is.
We must respond with bold action.
This is our country, too. We can build new systems that do what they should.
We are united. We are standing. And we are going to fight this fight.
There is something happening across this country. When we work and when we fight and when we march and when we speak up and when we offer solutions, we win. I'ma keep running because the winner don't quit on themselves.
It's always the right time to celebrate women and Black women in particular.
It is an opportunity to show the nation and the world that we will act. It has been an inspiration.
You have the choice, and it is that choice that gives you power.
Vote. Vote like your life depends on it, because it does.
That is what we need next. Action.
Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit. Thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit. Thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit. Thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Oh, thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I want to thank you.